show. Good time.
Welcome, Andrew. The next guy here, he's a man whose unwavering devotion to winter headgear, even in the scorching summer months, has led the entire beanie industry to collectively respond, really? Mr. Jared Padalecki!
Career was launched, you may not know this, with his pivotal role on the soap opera, The Bow-Legged and the Beautiful. Ginger Daniels, everybody! A man whose fanciful quirkiness is only offset by his grounded oddness, Mr. Misha Dolan! And that's not it. Our next guest is a sinister overlord who relishes making life hell for all living creatures, and not keeping his life nobody more than this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, Supernatural.
Let's open it up to the questions.
Robbie, first question. You?
I'll take the first question. Bob and Andrew, we can all agree that season 11 was pretty epic. You had the darkness.
And God.
Yeah. That was pretty huge. And now the darkness is gone, so where do you go from there? I mean, how can you get bigger than God?
Other than cast somebody over 5'7" to play him. Just a thought.
That's
spitballing.
5 6 3/4.
No writer.
You don't get bigger than God. This year we can't top all that. So we're going to try to get back to basics a little bit. Tell little smaller stories because I don't know how you get bigger than God and Amara. So some good old-fashioned horror stories. We've set up the British Men of Letters. They'll be part of what we're doing. The first part of the season, you know, we still got Lucifer out there, so there's a hunt for Lucifer. The guy that's replacing you, Mark. Just as an aside, at least once a week, Mark Shepard talks to either Andrew or myself and says, are you killing me yet?
It's a dream.
Yeah. One of these days we're going to say yes just to really make him squirm. Not yet.
Thank you.
Well, we can't wait. So it sounds like smaller stories this year, bringing it back to family. It's exciting. It's exciting stuff. I've enjoyed your answer, Mr. Singer. My next question is for Jared. How are you, buddy?
Good. Thanks, Robbie.
Okay, so at the end of last season left you in quite a pickle. You were shot, and I only watched the scenes I'm in, so maybe I missed something. But are you dead?
So, as we saw, you missed the promo, yeah?
He had a call.
It was just on.
He had a
I did do a quick thing.
So, thankfully, Sam Winchester is alive.
You owe me $20.
I owe Rob $20.
Because he's not a lose Chester.
You know, that so well last year. I'm glad you liked that.
I figured I'd double up. Yeah, so Sam's alive, and we see a little bit of what happened to him. Thank you. I'm happy to be alive as well.
So who was the woman who shot you, and why does she have a funny
So
accent?
we find out more about Lady Tony Bevel. She is a member of the Men of Letters, but the British Men of Letters. We find out more about the Men of Letters and their worldwide society, basically. And we'll learn more about what she wants and what they want for themselves and from Sam and Dean, and for Sam and Dean in the episodes to come. But obviously, she and Sam didn't start off on the right foot. From the looks of things, from the promo, that you must have something really important going on.
I had a meet and greet with Richard.
Got it, yeah.
It's called Pokemon Go.
There's like a legendary Pokemon up here I just found. No, we see that they're not off to a great start.
Yeah, no, that is.
Why? What happens?
Blow torches and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Good times. Rich, why don't you take this one?
Jensen.
Present.
Family. It's always been a central issue in the show since day one, but you definitely see it coming back in big ways with the return of your mother. So, my question for you and for Jared: how are the boys going to respond to that big reveal? Because that is substantial to have that connection brought back to the show.
Yes.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, it certainly changes a dynamic that we haven't, or presents itself with a dynamic that we haven't had in quite a while, or ever. The interesting thing is that when Mom left, Sam was a baby and Dean was
You're a baby.
a child. You're a child. It's funny, Dean grew up, but Sam just got larger.
Larger than God, some might say.
Well,
It's okay. I'm okay with it. So I need you to be okay with it.
so there is, the children that she knew are not, they're now men, and so the relationship is kind of non-existent because there isn't one. And so it's gonna be an interesting situation of them trying to bridge that massive gap that occurred over the past 30-some years. But it also brings into question, how is she going to plug herself into their lives? Is that going to leave the brothers vulnerable? For the longest time, that's really been the way to get to either one of them is, you trap or you make one suffer and then the other one comes running. So now there's a third element in the mix that could potentially, leave the guys vulnerable, and situations might arise because of that. I will say that just, personally, it's great to have Samantha on set. She's a wonderful actress.